So after the influencers, after all the paid shills, this is the no BS review of the GoPro Hero 10 with the Freewell ND filters coming at you. You know how it goes. Everybody has that initial massive drop. We have the GoPro Hero 10 now. It's been out for at least a month. We've had all the paid shills, all the paid advertisers dump the many reasons why you should, and all the haters, the DJI fanboys, saying you should get the Action and why that's a good idea. Now, what this video is going to go into is why I chose the GoPro Hero 10. I'm not a paid endorser of this. I've in fact never owned a GoPro before this. If you follow my channel at all, you know I'm all about the FDR X3000 from Sony. So I recently decided to get rid of that and sell it. Sony had a tremendous value at the used market of over $300. I think a large part of it had to do with the success story of the FDR X3000, the fact that it had the mic port. It had everything that anyone possibly wanted, with the exception of adjustment tools, ISO, shutter speed, etc. Couldn't really dial in those things, but as far as automatic mode, automatic color mode, you can stick it on a selfie stick, you can stick it on anything, you can bring it under the water, the image quality is going to look outstanding. So it took some hesitation and a lot of research before I decided to jump into this. But we're going to talk about why the GoPro Hero 10 is the best option for those looking for the best picture. I find it funny with this little action camera that so many of us have complained about the heating issues, the overheating issues that this action camera has, when the DJI Action camera, the Action 2, is suffering from the same fate. Even though it has a better build quality with the aluminum housing, better for heat dissipation, people are still reporting heat failures and other related issues with their product in a much quicker time than the Hero 10. With my own unbiased testing, I went with the worst possible conditions, which is a static GoPro, indoors, no movement, at about 70 degrees. You can expect to get about 50 minutes and 30 seconds of continuous footage before this thing wants to tap out due to heat. This footage was at 5K, 30 frames, all auto, just as a reference point. I think you can safely assume you can get about 50 minutes of continuous recording in the harshest conditions or on the average harshest conditions. If you're outside, in the breeze, in any cooler temperatures, I would imagine you get significantly more record time before things go bad. Now you compare that and contrast that with the Action 2. I think that the GoPro Hero 10 really, for my needs and what I record with, really has no issues. And that gets me to a secondary point. That secondary point is GoPro has a remote. If it's worth the $70, if it's not, you can always connect to your phone, but you don't need to continuously record. I don't know of a circumstance where I would need to record 50 minutes of 5K footage. I mean, that's approximately 36 to 38 gigabytes worth of information. Adding the remote, pairing your GoPro Hero 10 to your phone using the GoPro app really cuts down on the continuous footage side of things. So you're not getting a lot of footage you don't need, you're only capturing what you want. I really utilize this a lot more than connecting to the phone, and the $70 add-on for this remote is, in my opinion, worth every cent. So ultimately, the biggest thing, moving away from the Sony FDR X3000 and choosing an action camera like the GoPro, like the DJI Osmo Action 2, or just the Action 2 as they're calling it, was the composition settings. The fact that I can adjust ISO, shutter speed, and really dial this in makes the footage a higher quality than the Sony. Having the resolution go all the way up to the 5K means that this is superior in every way, and I would not be able to do all of this and have great composition without high quality ND filters. So that brings me to probably the only accessory that you're gonna have to have. If you have any other action camera, you already have the mounts, the head mounts, the chest mounts. The ND filters, this is sort of the flux capacitor to time travel. This allows you to unlock all of the composition settings that are available to whatever action camera you decide to get, but Freewell definitely makes the best ND filters for the Hero 10 as well as the Action 2. Freewell's ND filters are the only ones that I know that are lifetime warranty protected. They're always the highest quality, and they always seem to be coming out with new and exciting products before anybody else. So if you're going to go either Action 2 or you're going to go with the Hero 10, you got to get the ND filters. They're a must to get that pro cinematic footage. Dial in that composition. You're going to do that with the Freewell ND filters. All right, Nick Woodman, you have converted me. Good job. I have never bought a GoPro from you before, but I have with the Hero 10. Ultimately, I went with the higher resolution. These things are small enough, and the heat really isn't an issue with 50 minutes of continuous footage. I'm never going to need that. I added the remote. Still's cheaper than an Action 2. So you guys get what you want, but all I know is I'm going with the Hero 10. $399 price point, $70 for the remote. These things give you the free 2 batteries right now and the dual charger, so it's sort of a win-win, but you guys ultimately got to choose what you want, but I'm just telling you the Hero 10 will satisfy everything you're looking for and more. That's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit that like and subscribe down below if you haven't already. Drop me a comment. Let me know, are you going with the Hero 10? Did you see or like or enjoy the test footage that I showed you? Or are you still going to go with that Action 2 by the DJI? Either way, you can't lose. I love the fact that we have multiple companies vying for each other. But we'll catch you on the next adventure.